Hi everyone, I thought I would update you on how I plan on vlogging this hike. So it seems like it's best that you give some kind of delay, meaning when you go out, you wait a week to 3 weeks before you start vlogging the hike on a regular schedule, because that gives you a buffer for safety so that nobody can find you on the hike, and then also gives you a buffer for finding a good enough Wi-Fi to upload. So what will be my schedule? Well, my schedule is going to be, I don't want to be stuck on a set schedule. So I'm not going to commit to daily or weekly or every 3 days. What I'm going to do is say that I am going to try to make sure I have something out every week so you know I haven't disappeared. But I'm not going to do it like every Monday or sometimes you might get a few videos. Sometimes you might just get one, but definitely I want to make sure I commit to one video per week. If things are going well and upload speeds are there, then I will be able to do it much more often. But without knowing what's out there, and I know that Wi-Fi changes, it comes, it goes. Even at my own house, upload speeds fluctuate greatly these days. And although you pay for boost and things like that, they still throttle you at times. And so I'm sure that's happening along the trail. So the best way seems to be the people who are getting them out regular are scheduling those videos. So that will definitely be, something that I'll be doing. So let's see, what else? Software I'll be using. I will probably be using a combination of different software. I tend to use Adobe Premiere Rush as my go-to, but that has been really horrible lately. I don't know what they're doing to it, or they're not updating it. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with it, but the software stutters constantly now, and I have a brand new iPhone. So it's not the iPhone. My iPhone has 256 gigabytes free right now, and the program works no better. So it'll be a combination of Adobe Premiere Rush, CapCut, Filmora, the usuals that everybody's using. I'm not real familiar with CapCut or Filmora. I'm a still photographer, and I've been a professional photographer for 25, 30 years. So I'm just really, really learning about video. I'm having fun with it. I've gotten some new tools to play with. I have a gimbal, things like that. So that's what I'll be bringing. I'm going to be bringing my iPhone 15. I just upgraded it. My last phone was a 10 or 11, no higher than that. And it was time. They weren't going to give me any trade-in if I waited any longer. So I finally went ahead and traded up. I do like that it has the SOS calling for satellite, just in case my Garmin gets, I don't know, somehow separated from me. So that's not a bad thing to have a couple layers of safety there. So yeah, and it just comes to a point where they don't give you as good a service on the old phones. Things like that are happening, and I run my business off my phone, and I'm going to have to do that from the trail. So yeah, so I'll be doing that. So I am thinking, as far as holding the camera goes, I will need some kind of selfie stick tripod combination. So it's either between buying a lightweight new one or just using my gimbal like I always have been using lately. So I'll have to see. That does weigh a pound, so that's something. For camera equipment, usually it's worth it to me to carry weight, and then I can always send it back. I know a lot of people get really up in arms about any ounces that you plan to carry, and you get a lot of comments that, oh, that's going to wear on you. Well, you go by a hostel how often, or a resupply? If it's too heavy for you, just stick it in a box and you mail it home. It's not that complicated. It really isn't. The weight thing, it gets a lot of attention. Right now, my base weight is really low. I mean, even if I bring gimbal with me. It's still, with a chair, a gimbal, and a journal, it's still under 17 pounds base weight. So I'm not too worried about that. I don't want to carry any more than 6 pounds of food. And unless we go through a drought, water is really accessible on the Appalachian Trail from everything I've seen. So you really only have to carry 1 liter at a time for the most part until it's about dinner time. And then you fill up for some extra for dinner and breakfast in the morning. So, and normally I'm not planning on setting up my tent anywhere away from shelters if I can at all help it. Being a solo hiker, I want to be near where the people are. So I will be planning for that. And also, I mean, a lot of the reason why I'm hiking the Appalachian Trail is for the hiker culture, for being in the bubble. And I know a lot of people, want to avoid that. That's not something I'm looking to avoid. I'm a pretty social person. I love to people watch. There's nothing more fun than that. I think that was my family's favorite thing, was to go to Knoebels Grove in Pennsylvania and people watch as a family. None of us were morning people, so we'd all get up. We're all sleepy-eyed, sitting at the table with our breakfast. None of us really are hungry in the morning, and just sit there and watch the people go by. And we would just laugh and have a good time and, just love that. I love people. And as much as I like being out in nature, I also like that people are out there with me. So, yeah, so that's the plan. And I think I talked about software equipment. So, yeah, I think that's about it. And I hope you guys are okay with that. If there's particular things you'd like to see, I would love to hear comments about that. What are people not showing you that you'd like to see? That's always helpful, because I know what I like to. I like really creative shots. I like to do it from different. That doesn't sound right. I'm going to start that again. It came out all wrong. Okay. I like different angles to shoot at, things like that. And the creative process for me is the most intriguing thing. Plus, you only take this once in a lifetime. I'll never through hike the Appalachian Trail again. So the video, the journal, things like that are going to be really important to me. So, so any help, of things that, you're not seeing or would like to see or wish people would do different, that's always helpful. I obviously can't necessarily do everything because, that is a time crunch and, a skill set that I might not have. But, yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, so thanks for watching. I hope this video didn't go on for too long, but I wanted you to have some kind of idea of what I plan for documenting this journey, so you know what you're going to be experiencing through my vlog. And yeah, so I'm so excited. These last weeks have been excruciating. I'm ready to go, and it's just like, I want to get out there, but it's tax season. I have to get that done. I still have some things to kind of wrap up with house sitting. I didn't sell my house. Obviously, I'm still sitting in it. So I still have things like that. And then, of course, there's saying goodbyes, for the 6 months, the people I will not see. And, things like that you have to do before you go. Yeah, so I hope you have a great day. I hope you continue to watch my journey. I appreciate your support. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.